Hello, I'm back again and for another few minutes, and there's actually just 2 slides left of this presentation. So let's finish up. Let's sum it up. The question where we finished were, for how long time was the climate above this mold risk line? So we have to look at that. So we have developed a software that calculates this, and the results shows here. It's a lot of numbers everywhere, but for the mold risk analysis we have to start look here. We will go back to this part later. So this is percentage of time over mold risk. That is over the LEAM, the lowest isoplate for mold type 1. It's 5.98%, and occasions over mold risk line is 49 occasions. And here we can see the longest one between 2015, the 7th of October 2015 to the 19th of October 2015. We had bad climate for 286 hours a row. So this is a really bad time. This is 246 hours. It's 12 days a row. So during this time, mold could have started growing. Also, this part in December, the 17th of December to the 22nd of December, it's 5 days a row, more or less. It's also a long period, and we can have we probably had increased mold growth during this period. But then it comes down to these shorter periods, and it's hard to say if there were mold growth there, but at least we can analyze the climate to see for how long periods we had bad climate. So let's look at some other statistics we like to do. Here we have some general statistics regarding relative humidity. We can see the average, we see the standard deviation, we see the max value, maximum value, and minimum value. This is also the standard fluctuations of the short-term variations. So it's another way to calculate. The limits that I was talking about, upper and lower limits, with 10%, and the moving average maximum value was 79, and the moving average minimum value was 61. So then you can see that those minimum values here were just spikes, because the average minimum value is here 61. So we have almost the same for temperature. The average temperature was 13.7, and the standard deviation was 5.5 approximately. Maximum 24, and minimum below 0, 0.35. And so we can also look at the absolute humidity, the mixing ratio, average, standard deviation, max, mean, and standard deviation of the fluctuations, of the short time fluctuations. This is the mold risk part that I have already discussed. But I forgot to tell you about this row. This is the average mold period. It's 13.5 hours. So it's the average of all the periods. So I took away some periods because they were too long. So actually there were more shorter periods. So the average mold period was 13.5 hours. And finally we have looking for the maximum difference in relative humidity within a week. It was between the 21st of February 2016 and the 25th of February 2016, and the maximum difference was 38.7% relative humidity. And we have also calculated the same thing, the maximum difference in relative humidity within 12 hours. So it was between, also in February, between the 24th of February, also of course the 24th of February, and the maximum difference in relative humidity was 29.65%. And then finally the range and how many samples it was. Okay, I think that was it. That was something about measurements, the equipment, and some analysis methods. So that is what I'm doing during the days. Okay, thank you very much. Any questions, you can give them to Susanna, and she will email them to me, and then I can answer them if you would like. Okay, thank you very much.